Hey, Ben.
Evan,
How you doing?
I'm pretty good for a Saturday night, cold day here in Michigan.
Kind of a random Turf Nerds Equip Expo episode that we decided to do.
Exactly. You are going on Tuesday.
Yes.
I am not because I have.
You had some work issues though too in the family.
Work obligations, but
Yes.
yeah, you're heading down. So we kind of wanted to game plan and talk about what the mission is down there and what you're going to do.
Well, there's a plan of attack, so it's actually shaping up pretty nice.
So you're going down Tuesday morning. It's
Tuesday.
a 5.5 hour drive thereabouts.
5.5 hour drive. My brother actually lives down there because he goes to seminary down there at Southern Baptist Theological Seminary.
Is that right in Louisville?
It's right in Louisville there, and he's actually a chaplain for Churchill Downs, like racetrack. So he's a chaplain for the like all the racers there. So I'll be going down Tuesday, probably 7, 8 a.m., probably 8 a.m., get good rest the day before. I don't really need to be down there too early.
How do you pronounce the capital of Kentucky? Is it Louisville? Is it Louisville?
You know, I have to ask my brother that. I thought
No, it's Frankfurt.
Is it?
Yeah,
really?
That's a little joke.
But, I think I missed it.
The capital of Kentucky is Frankfurt. It's not Louisville.
But I think it's just Louisville.
Louisville. Yeah, the people down
Louisville.
there. Yeah.
We just call it Louisville or Louisville. I mean, no one calls it Louisville, but so I'll be going down there probably between 7 and 8 a.m., get there around 12 or 1. I'll say hi to my brother. I'll probably troll around. They have like a welcome night at Louisville Slugger Field from 6:30 to 9.
Yeah, that's
Tuesday night.
That's a nice minor league ballpark. I think the outfield,
it's great.
You're basically, if you're at home plate, you're looking
Basically,
into the Ohio River.
who likes Ohio?
Well, that's
As evident of your shirt, guys.
yeah. I was.
We didn't really like Ohio here at all, guys. But so they got.
I was at the Michigan game earlier today. They played Penn State. It was a
solid victory,
41-17 convincing victory.
They kept it close during halftime, but then they pulled away.
In the 3:30 window, Tennessee beat Alabama, and we got to see the fans storm the field and take the goalposts down. And
we were actually out for dinner for a podcast and YouTube Expo meeting, and we saw Tennessee upset Bama. Sorry,
you
Saban.
had done though a bunch of aerations all day long.
I did. I was aerating with our yours truly, Greg. Greg actually lined up
Uncle Greg Durbin.
This
is Greg.
Hello, this is
9
Greg.
of his clients. Greg lined up, and we knocked him out and made over $1,000 doing that. So Greg's got bigger yards, but Greg was supposed to come. Well, Ben was supposed to come to Equip, but he had legit reasons he couldn't. So then I asked Greg, because we have about 15 listeners. I guarantee you, maybe let's just say half of the listeners would be there, and they would see Greg walking around there at Equip, but Greg can't go either. So it's just me, and so I'll be down there Tuesday night.
So let's Tuesday reception at the Louisville Slugger Ballpark.
Yes.
There's a few people you're going to try to seek out during this time, right?
Oh, yeah. So
Tony's Lawn Care.
we're doing a podcast with Tony's Lawn Care. He's taking a trip in from Savannah. I think he's taking the wife and the kids. Apparently this year at Equip, guys. I've never been. Meant to go last year and the year before. I just never went. Apparently Equip this year, they don't allow childcare or kids. It's like under 14, like you can't come or something weird like that. So Tony, his wife, I think his family's going down. They're going to be swapping, taking turns going into the Expo and not. What he said, we're going to get him on for a podcast. I'm going to try to hang around him because he's networked with a lot of other awesome lawn care guys. And I think we're going out to a dinner. He invited me to a dinner at some Mexican restaurant down there on Wednesday night with a couple of the other lawn guys.
Do you happen to know the name of it? Of the restaurant, Mama Rita's, or
it was El something. It's actually we're actually not filming on. It's on my phone. We're actually filming on my iPhone right now. So I'll look up the name after and put it in there, or use a Greg voice that says the name of the restaurant. But Tony invited me to that. I think it's Wednesday. So, but I'll be hanging out with him. There's a lot of things that I want to do this. I mean, any mower brand is there. It's going to be huge. Over 20,000 people are going.
Is there any equipment in particular that you want to see when you walk the show?
Yeah, I'm going to be grilling like Exmark, Toro, Cub Cadet, Echo, these companies. I'm really going to be grilling them on why I should be buying, their products. Like, why is your mower the best? Why? I mean, I'm going to give them feedback on how they should improve on, hey, how can this mower, cut better in more wet conditions?
Hey,
things like that.
Real quick sidetrack.
Yes.
You had some issues with your mower, right? Do you have
I did.
Do you have it back yet? I know you had it in.
So my Cub Cadet Pro X 660. Hey, Cub Cadet, this is a shout out to you. It just hit 700 hours. I've used it a lot this summer. And the right hydraulic oil chamber, it started to just leak oil. I baby my mower. There's guys, lawn rant. There's guys who beat on their mowers and their mowers are fine. I don't know. I changed the hydro oil 300 hours in. I did it right. I did it to the book. It was fine. About 400 hours later, basically, give or take, because I was about to change the, I was going to change the hydro oil and fluid again. Just shortly before that, it started to just leak oil everywhere. So Weingart's, my dealers, had it for basically 3.5, 4 weeks, and I'm stuck with an Exmark, which I love Exmark. It's just a kind of an old beater, Kohler 60-inch laser mower that doesn't turn very well, and the seat sits way back, so you're like, it just doesn't work for me.
You're still using that loaner?
Yep. And
what's the status on getting yours back?
Well, I texted one of my service guys, Pat Cooper. Shout out to their Weingart. This is last week, not Pat Caputo, but different Pat. So I said,
that's your opinion.
He's a young guy that lifts weights. He always get this, always wears a beanie. It could be 95 degrees outside, and he's wearing a beanie. He's got hair that goes basically down to his butt, lifts weights. He's a good service guy there. This is last week. I said, hey, Pat. I said, hey, what's your opinion on my... I just asked him, what's up with my mower? He goes, oh, they haven't worked on it yet because they're still waiting for a part. So I'm like, wow. So I was upset. I kind of wanted to go Doc Human on them. No one knows who Doc Human is. Oh, yeah, we actually do.
Actually, yeah, there's a YouTube short that clearly explains who Doc Human is.
There's a YouTube short out there, guys. When we went mowing for him over the 4th, they walked outside. Hey, Evan. So apparently my mower's still in the shop. I'll go up there and troll Cub Cadet actually down there at Equip. I'll shoot him totally straight. I love the new stand-on. It's awesome. It's got a better engine in it than Exmark's Vertex stand-on mower. I think it's more beefier. It comes with run flats, as we talked about in my trailer 2022-2023 setup video. But, hey, after 700 hours and I don't beat it, it should not be leaking hydro oil. That's just unbelievably unacceptable. So Tuesday, the meet and greet at the ballpark. Wednesday, you walk the show. Wednesday night, you have dinner, probably with Tony's Lawn Care. Oh, yeah. Any other people that you're looking to see while you're down there? Sean Spencer from Spencer's Lawn Care. Okay. We might get him on the Turf Nerds. I'm going to try to connect with Sean. He's got a thing, actually on Wednesday, I think it's a social media type of thing, partnered with, it's through Echo, like networking, like Echo, the company who makes trimmers and things like that. He's having some popcorn and beer event from 3 to 5 on Wednesday. I'm going to that. And then I think on Thursday, there's an energized social media kind of thing with, I know Brian from Brian's Lawn Maintenance. He's going to be heading that up with someone else. I think it was Paul Jameson. I don't remember. It's other lawn care guy, but where's Brian out of? Brian's he's local, isn't he? He's out of Wixom. I met him briefly, but I'm going to try to make a connection with him down there. Would like to get him on the Turf Nerds podcast as well. So it's called Energize, but then they have a huge rally on Thursday night at a distillery there in downtown Louisville. It's going to be packed out, over 600 people. That's where everyone's going. I'll definitely be going to that to just be a light, pour into people, tell them about Kyle Thompson. No, just connect with other lawn care, not even like YouTubers or social media guys, just see like who's out there. Because when we mow in Michigan, how's the guy mow in Montana acreage? Just things like that. It's setting up to be the biggest event ever. Over 20,000 people are going. Wow. Tickets, I got my ticket for $10 at the door. I think they'll be $80, but you can use promo code Paul and promo code Brian. I think they're still available now, and you can get your ticket. I think it's as low as $20 still, maybe $40. Don't quote me, but I'll probably try to get this up. It's October 15th right now. I'll probably try to get this up tomorrow, or even tonight. So that's anybody that's going down. There's other things to do once you're out of the show in Louisville. Yes, they got a lot of museums there. They got the Louisville Slugger Museum. They got Muhammad Ali. They got Churchill Downs. They got
a natural history one that's pretty good. They got it's actually called Museum Row right downtown, close to the ballpark. Then you got the Bourbon Trail between Louisville and Lexington, which
Ben knows all this
Kyle
stuff. Wow.
Thompson would probably want to go to. And they supposedly have a lot of good restaurants.
Yeah, my brother has been living down there for a while, and he basically said the same thing that you did. Like downtown Louisville, it's historical. It's just got a lot of good restaurants, breweries, a lot of distilleries, though. And my brother and I went on a tour of a distillery when I was there with my wife when we were still courting. I'd like to say the word courting about back in 2019. So there's just a lot to. Hey, question: where's the? I'm drawing a blank, like almost a Chad Greer blank. Where's the Ark Encounter down there?
That's in Kentucky, but I'm not sure. I don't think that's near Louisville. I'm not sure.
My brother said it's 2 hours the other way or something strange like that.
Yeah, I can't remember what city that's in. Another thing for anybody who likes to gamble, if you go across the river into Indiana, there is a casino not too far from Louisville.
Is it a pretty big one?
It's it's on a river. It's one of these riverboat ones.
Oh, well, that's got to be kind of fun.
Those are permanently docked, and it's
oh, well, that's cool.
It's quite large.
Yeah. Well, I'm part of this lawn care Facebook group called Road to Equip, and you have guys who are driving 15, 7, 4. I'm driving 5.5 hours. People are flying. There's someone flying in from like Europe.
Wow.
So, and he started flying in a couple of days ago. So a lot of people, a lot of things to do. They have over 30 acres outside of the Kentucky Exposition Center where you can actually demo the machines and products, which is actually really cool, guys, because you won't get to do this with your dealer. Your dealer will maybe let you demo something in the parking lot, but this is where you can really take the equipment out and test it in the field. I obviously won't be going back with anything. I'm actually looking to upgrade to a Toro Multi-Force stand-on mower for next season, which is basically, they call it Multi-Force because you can add a plow to it and a mulch attachment to it to move mulch around. So that's my next move next year, unless Cub Cadet can impress me with something like that.
Come on, Cub Cadet.
I love Cub Cadet, but they got to impress me. And I'm going to be OCD, like to the borderline of like, yeah, and really drill people there, like drill like almost go like our associate pastor at church, Pastor Fred, like the Bereans guys, to kind of bring this to some faith too. The Bereans were noble-minded people, and they examined the scriptures daily to see if these things were so. So I'm going to go in and be noble-minded and hard-press these people, be like, hey, why should I
examine the scriptures?
I'm gonna be like, hey, why should I why should I stick with your product, Cub Cadet or X-Mark or Toro or Echo? And like, what sets you apart? Because I think there's some flaws. There's some little tweaks in the design flaws with every mower and some of the brands that I've hands-on experience with. And so this is why Equip is great, because it's not just that, but they actually offer classes though too for pool installs. They have tree care there. They got a ton of stuff down there, and you can sign up for them from $75 to $85. So a lot to do at Equip, guys. If you see me, see just me kind of walking aimlessly down there, kind of like lost Greg, say hi. So that's the plan.
And you're coming back when, Friday?
I'll probably be coming back Friday before it gets dark. That's basically when everything wraps up. I think the expo closes early on Friday, and so that's the plan. But we'll get Tony on here. I'm going to be taking my podcast equipment, and so Tony and I will do a 20-minute episode just to.
You're going to do some updates too each night, probably, right?
Every day, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my camera down there. I got my nice cinema camera here. We would be using that tonight, guys, but Ben and I kind of
SD cards.
Had an impromptu dinner, and I kind of just forgot everything because I was doing aerations with Greg. So I'm bringing my nice camera down there with a stabilizer. I'm going to do a 5 to 15 minute, basically vlog and montage of each day, but I'm going to make it interesting because a lot of lawn care YouTube guys upload stuff that just is quite boring, and I'm going to just show you the latest and greatest. It's not a lot of me. It's just a lot of you. It's a lot of talking about other people. So, and then I'll be corresponding with Ben, though, too. Hey, maybe we'll have you call in on Zencaster when we get Tony on. So
hey, that'd be great.
It's an idea, but that's the plan of attack.
Sounds good. Well, we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to updates.
Yep.
I think, it's those that are in the lawn care business that are watching, they'll want to see what you're seeing. And if you do see him wandering around, if you happen to be at Equip, come on over and say hi to him. And if you have any kind of following, we might get you on the podcast.
There we go. Guys, thanks. Appreciate it.